Okay, great, Chris. I really like this question coming up from Ben from Saratoga Springs. Chris, I got this one. I put in some notes earlier, so I
Okay,
will go
do it.
ahead and take this. But Ben writes in from Saratoga Springs, Utah. Hey guys, big fan of your podcast. I'm sure you've talked about this before, but I wonder what your strategy is when it comes to adding and excluding search terms when you're reviewing the search terms report. Is your goal, Ben, we were talking before the show, we really like this question here.
It is a
Is
good question.
is your goal to ensure the search term matches the keyword that it came from? I'm going to add in here that under, I think it's the attributes section of columns, you can add in on the search terms report the keyword that brought in the search term. So Ben says, is it your goal to ensure the search term matches the keyword when reviewing the search terms, meaning the keyword that brought it in? I feel like that's a simple question, but see people doing different things. Thoughts on this will be much appreciated. Thanks. So, Chris,
Such a
when
good
you
question.
review the search terms report, and again, it's the theme of today's show here in 2022. Number one, let me ask you: do you add that keyword column in? And if you do, is your goal to try to make sure that the search term matches the keyword column?
Oh,
So, do you add the keyword column?
yes, absolutely. I suggest adding the keyword column.
Okay.
Absolutely. In every one of my accounts, I make sure I have that. And then to answer the Ben's question, no. My ultimate goal is to not necessarily make sure that the search term exactly matches the keyword. In no way. Even if every single word in the search term is subtly different from the resulting keyword that it came from, I'm still okay with it. That's how far I would go.
Okay, I'm the same way. I don't care what keyword brought it in.
Mm-hmm.
I care about the quality of the search term.
Yep.
And if it's a good search term, I'll figure out where to add it in my account. And if it's a bad search term, I'll figure out not just what the search. I'll figure out. I'll block the search term, but not just think. I won't just think about blocking the search term that was bad. I'll think about blocking the reason it was bad, the core
Yeah.
issue.
Yep.
What if there was some word in that search term that I know I'll never want to show up on any search that includes that word? I'll add that word, not just the overall search term as a negative. But Chris, my reason for this is because it's 2022, and I've just seen so many situations where searches come in, most of them good, but a few of them bad, from keywords. These search terms come in, and they're not the keyword that I was trying to show up on, but they're still relevant to the ad group's ad and to the landing page that the ad group goes to. I can't control everything these days, so I'm just happy with that.
Yeah.
And that's
I
why I'm not trying to force it to come in from the exact right keyword, which means making a ton of different ad groups. What's your reason for not
yeah,
caring
I
about the
I
keyword?
absolutely agree.
Okay.
I want to be as precise as I can because it's a great question, Ben. And there's a lot of, probably a lot of confusion I've realized since reading the question about exactly, what those search terms relationship to the keyword should be. And in reality, I think, Jason, you probably agree with me, it is not the relationship to the keyword that I'm concerned about. It's the relationship to the ad group and the ad copy that I'm concerned with.
And the landing page.
And the landing page. I'm more concerned with skipping the keyword that it came through on and considering, does the ad copy match to the search term? Does the ad copy provide a linear path from, or does the search term provide a linear path from the ad copy they saw to the landing page that they saw? And if those
You're
are
getting
not
rusty here, Chris. Linear path from the thought they had in their head
oh,
to the search term they typed into Google,
okay,
to the ad they saw, to the landing page they're taken to.
okay, that's
It's
true.
been a while
That's
since
true
we talked
because
about that, but I love emphasizing that it comes from their head first. Get
because you
inside
can
their head.
read that search term and understand at what level of the funnel they're
Their
in.
intent. Their intent.
Because you can read how do I, and immediately, oh, okay, they're on a different level than someone who says hire a, or someone near me. That type of search, that's a different level of the funnel. So yeah, you're right. Thought in their head,
Yeah.
related to the
Now,
ad copy and the landing page.
and I agree with you. As long as the thought in their head and the ad and the landing page all match the search term that they put and all that, the ad and the landing page are associated with that keyword, which is whatever the keyword is. As long as all that stuff lines up to the search term, great, you're fine. The one thing that we need to keep in mind, Chris, because we're not absolutists, we're flexible and we change with the system and we change with things. So we're open to focusing on the keyword, even though we said we usually don't. I think the one thing we need to keep in mind is that keyword is associated with the bid. And even if the landing page and the ad all line up to the search term, if the search term isn't necessarily worth what you're bidding for that keyword, maybe it's worth a lot more and it should be associated with another keyword. Maybe it's worth a lot less and should be associated with other keywords. That's when you have an issue. So an example of this would be like a brand search, Chris. Brand search could come in as a search term from a regular non-brand keyword. But you and the brand search will be fine with the ad. The brand search will be fine with the landing page. But there may be a reason you want to be bidding a different amount for brand than you are for your regular keyword, or there may be a reason you want to see your brand data all cleanly together in a different ad group or a different campaign. That's when you would kind of that's one example when you would focus on the keyword that brings it in. Does the bid from that keyword match that search term? Most of the time it will, if the ad and the landing page match it, but sometimes it won't.